Calaroga Shark Media.
Recent genealogical research has uncovered remarkable connections between Pope Leo and some of the world's most famous entertainers. The findings reveal family ties that span generations and continents, creating one of the most diverse papal family trees in history. According to detailed genealogical work published in the New York Times, Pope Leo shares ancestry with pop superstar Madonna and singer Justin Bieber. This connection traces back approximately 6 generations to a common Canadian ancestor named Louis Boucher de Grandpré, who was born in Trois-Rivières, Quebec. The same ancestral line also connects Pope Leo to other notable figures, including Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, actress Angelina Jolie, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and legendary author Jack Kerouac. This is White Smoke. These distant familial relationships demonstrate the interconnected nature of North American genealogy. Madonna's connection to the Pope carries particular significance given her complicated history with the Vatican. The Material Girl has faced criticism from church officials multiple times throughout her career, most notably following the release of her controversial Like a Prayer music video in 1989. The video featured imagery that many found provocative, including scenes with religious figures. In 2022, Madonna even tweeted directly at the previous pope, humorously noting that she had been excommunicated 3 times and suggesting they meet to discuss important matters. Justin Bieber represents a different kind of connection to faith. The Canadian-born singer has been openly religious throughout his career, frequently discussing his Christian beliefs with fans and media. He is known to be a member of Church Home, a Christian congregation. In recent social media posts, Bieber has continued to reference his faith, sharing messages about divine judgment and personal worth. The genealogical investigation extended far beyond these pop culture connections. Working with genealogists from American ancestors and the Cuban Genealogy Club of Miami, researchers created what they describe as one of the most diverse family trees they have ever assembled. The research uncovered more than 100 individuals spanning 15 generations of Pope Leo's ancestry. Among the most significant discoveries was evidence of African American heritage in Pope Leo's maternal line. His maternal grandparents, who lived in New Orleans' 7th Ward, were documented in historical records with terms that indicated mixed racial heritage. This finding adds another layer of diversity to an already remarkable family history. The scope of ancestral connections demonstrates the complex tapestry of American genealogy. Going back just a few generations, every person has dozens of direct ancestors. By the time researchers trace back to 12th great-grandparents, the number of potential forebears reaches over 32,000 individuals. Pope Leo faces one of the most daunting challenges of his pontificate, transforming the Vatican's troubled financial landscape that has struggled with chronic deficits, pension shortfalls, and declining donor confidence for decades. The Holy See confronts a sobering financial reality, with structural deficits ranging from 50 to 60 million euros annually, equivalent to roughly $57 to $68 million. Even more concerning is a pension fund shortfall exceeding €1 billion, or about $1.14 billion, creating what many consider an existential threat to the central government of the world's 1.4 billion Catholics. These financial pressures come at a time when donations have been declining, partly due to years of scandals and mismanagement that have eroded donor confidence. The situation represents perhaps the greatest administrative challenge facing the new pontiff, as he seeks to restore both fiscal stability and institutional credibility. Pope Leo brings unique qualifications to address these complex financial challenges. As a Chicago-born mathematics major and trained canon lawyer, he possesses the analytical skills necessary to understand complicated balance sheets and financial structures. His experience includes 2 terms as superior of the Global Augustinian Religious Order, where he gained hands-on experience reviewing budgets, overseeing investment strategies, and managing international financial operations. The Holy Father's American background may prove particularly valuable in addressing the Vatican's financial crisis. United States donors have long served as the economic lifeline for the Holy See, funding everything from papal charitable projects around the world to major restoration work on St. Peter's Basilica. American Catholics have historically provided more financial support than any other national group through the two main channels for papal donations. However, recent years have seen growing skepticism among American donors regarding Vatican financial management. Stories of corruption, mismanagement, and scandal have created hesitation among potential contributors who increasingly expect transparency and accountability from recipients of their charitable giving. The election of the first American Pope has generated renewed excitement among United States Catholics, potentially opening new opportunities for restored donor confidence. Religious leaders and fundraising experts suggest that Pope Leo's American identity may reassure donors that their contributions will be managed according to familiar principles of stewardship and transparency. Pope Leo inherits both progress and unfinished business from his predecessor's financial reform efforts. Pope Francis made significant strides during his 12-year pontificate, particularly in establishing regulatory frameworks and international accounting standards. He created an economy ministry staffed by both clergy and lay experts to provide professional oversight of Vatican finances. Francis also authorized a landmark corruption trial regarding a problematic London property investment that resulted in the conviction of a powerful Italian cardinal. As punishment for allowing this failed investment, he stripped the Vatican's Secretariat of State of its ability to manage its own assets independently. Despite these reforms, serious challenges remain unresolved. The Peter's Pence Fund, which serves as the main emergency resource for covering budgetary shortfalls, has been nearly exhausted according to Vatican officials. The pension fund crisis that was identified a decade ago remains unaddressed despite plans for comprehensive reforms. The Holy See's latest financial report shows an €83.5 million deficit in 2023, equivalent to about $95 million, demonstrating that structural problems persist despite years of belt-tightening and hiring freezes. Perhaps more troubling, there are signs that financial reform culture has not fully taken root within Vatican institutions. The same Secretariat of State that was punished for the London property scandal has somehow managed to establish leadership of a new papal fundraising commission, raising concerns about accountability and oversight. The path forward will likely involve strengthening transparency measures, improving professional oversight of financial operations, and demonstrating to donors worldwide that their contributions are being managed responsibly and effectively. Pope Leo's unique combination of American background, mathematical training, and practical fundraising experience positions him well to tackle these formidable challenges. Whether he can successfully transform the Vatican's financial culture while addressing immediate fiscal pressures remains to be seen, but his track record suggests he brings both the skills and determination necessary for this crucial aspect of papal leadership.